Look at that giant inverted boomerang. That used to be my favorite coaster here, but now I think it's gonna be that one over there.
No, it's gonna be the Gib.
Look at this line to get in. We're here right at 12, so they're about to open up the gates. Oh my gosh. I swear if all of these people go to Gotham City Escape before us, it's gonna be a problem. Welcome inside Parque Warner Madrid. This is actually the first ever park I've visited in Europe. It's great to be back. Sarah, you excited for Gotham City Escape?
Yes, are you kidding me? I'm obviously a sucker for a good intimate Ellison roller coaster. And this one looks like it's really well themed.
I think this is our most anticipated ride on this entire trip.
Well, I think when we did our rankings, we put this as #1 for the year.
For the year, out of all the new roller coasters.
Oh,
there it is. This view is so much better than what it was before. Like, imagine this, but without the roller coaster. Like, it just like adds to this shot right here, this like grand vista view. We got Juan here with us. Hey, you're a local here, right?
Yeah.
So you've obviously ridden Gotham City Escape several times. So how do you like it?
A lot. I mean, I'm there with Velocicoaster.
Okay.
So it's a good level of a ride, I'd say.
Matt, what do you think of this?
I'm excited.
Look how close you can get to this thing. Like, we're about to walk like straight under this top hat. And then I believe we keep to the right, and that's where like the rest of the layout is. Oh, there it goes. As we're walking in, look, it's just flying straight over the airtime hill. There, it's gonna hit the back section, and it's gonna come around this turn. That is so sick. And here's the end of the line.
All right, I think.
Oh my gosh.
I think I know. All right. So I think this ride, it looks, and I feel like it's gonna feel like if Velocicoaster and Maverick had a baby,
Okay.
but it's gonna be a little bit slower, which is fine. But I still think it's gonna pack a punch. I think it's gonna be good. I'm excited.
Yeah, the problem is that this ride has a lot of downtime. So we might get stuck here like a couple of times.
All right, we'll have to wait and see. It's so crazy how they were able to like fit this ride in. I remember walking down this pathway and there was like nothing interesting here. Now it's just the entrance for this like iconic new roller coaster. They just started letting riders on the ride, so now the line is like actually moving.
I have no idea how long the line this is, but I'm sure it'll be worth it.
No clue, but that's where we're going in. That is Wayne Manor right there. They went for a very different architectural style than I imagined. When it's so hot out and there's no shade, so you literally bring out an umbrella.
It's working.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm kind of jealous. It's scorching out.
No.
There's not enough room for that many people here. Literally, other people have umbrellas too. That's hilarious. So there we go, Gotham City Escape.
That was amazing. Like, it feels, I don't even know. Somebody else go first, I have to think.
This thing has airtime even where you don't think there is. Like, it's wild.
Yeah, I think the best airtime spot was after I think it's the top hat where it does that ejector hill.
that
like
one.
you go shooting up out of your
That's
seat.
amazing though, yeah. I was worried that I was not gonna like the top hat because of how slow it goes, but it works.
Yeah,
It
I
works
definitely
very
agree.
well. It's like it slows down and then like pulls you down. Like
It's an
hard.
anticipation drop, and so like being in the back, you just get ejected. It's beyond vertical, so like I love that part. So how was that up front?
That was fantastic. It literally felt, it didn't feel like you were on a roller coaster. It felt like you were actually going through the streets of Gotham City, flying over the buildings at the end. The top hat in the front was insane because like looking at the ride when you're not on it, it just looks like it crawls over. But you fly into the top hat, you get airtime, and then you slow down and you're just hanging there.
Also, while we're talking about hang time, the stall.
The stall.
Whoa!
Next level. That is.
It's insane.
Like you were just perfectly hanging upside down.
Anytime I got in a roller coaster upside down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's funny
It's,
because because like the stall on Velocicoaster is like it's fine, but like I'm
It's
not
very
usually,
quick,
yeah, it's
you know?
quick, and usually that's the thing is stalls are fairly quick, so you don't really get that sensation that it's maybe supposed to do. But that one it does.
Yeah,
It absolutely does.
That was crazy. And talk about a weird ending
I was
also.
just about to say,
like,
I love how this ride does not have a traditional brake run as its ending. You fly from the stall into a spike and then come back down. There's like no normal part to this ride,
It is
which
very
I
weird
love.
and
This ride is
quirky.
so unique. And even like if you take all the theming, which is fantastic, if you take it away, it's still a fantastic roller coaster.
It's a very good roller
Look at the stall. Look at the stall.
Whoa, those riders are just dangling.
Like
It's
it looks
slow.
slow,
It's a
but,
proper stall.
But when you're on it, it's like the perfect speed. Like it doesn't have a lot of punch to it, but this ride kicks.
going into the ending was hilarious to me because in the back you brake, I feel like a lot more sudden than you do up front, and so we're just like slamming
It
forwards there.
looks like you're gonna bump your head with the
Oh
front.
yeah.
Yeah, it's very abrupt, and then you turntable back. It's very thematic.
It
like
is.
even at the ending, they have like the Joker's all wrapped up, and Batman's like standing
it's a
over there.
complete story. Like they started with honestly, for what they did, an amazing pre-show, and they carried the theming throughout the ride, and then they wrapped it up nicely in the end. And
Yeah.
the trains,
I want to try out the front. I'm sure you want to try out the back.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna be back here again, but first we need to do some of the other rides in the park.
Unfortunately.
Probably by getting some skip the lines, because I think
Oh,
it's gonna be
yeah.
long. So I think it's the same setup as what we did at Parque de Attractions yesterday. So I think that will be the move.
And here we are checking out the merch for Gotham City Escape. They actually have a decent amount of stuff, especially like comparing it to like other rides in the park, which basically have like none at all. So yeah, they have like drawstring bags. They have a lot of like pullovers and stuff. These are girl shirts, which are kind of fun. You see that? They also have hats. So I'm just filming the ride and I'm waiting for it to come over this maneuver, and it never came. And then I realized it's because it stopped right here on the last launch. We're just trying to get our skip the lines and this is going on. What is this? So at this point in time, the ride has been down for a little bit, and we just saw it start making some test runs, and look, everyone else is cleared out, and this is the line, which is like really, really short. So we're going again. Yay, we're back in. Here we go again. Always having to escape. Something keeps going wrong.
What a nice tour. The nice house.
One of these days,
All the way to Spain just to escape.
unbelievable. I have no idea what it's saying because it's in Spanish, but they have like a whole like newscast going on talking about, I guess, the Joker's attacks. All right, here we go, front row. Oh my gosh, look at the front of this train. This is awesome. What a gorgeous looking station. I love it. There, right as you're departing, you can see the different train stations. Oh, Cherry Hill, that's in New Jersey. What?
Round 2 on Gotham City Escape in the front row is awesome. Honestly, I don't know whether I like it more in the front row or the back row. I think that they do different parts better. Like, I'd probably take the launches up front, but the drop is obviously better in the back. But like looking over the top hat in the front was just like so cool. The first launch has a ton of kick to it. Like, I kind of like slammed the back of my head into the seat because of how like suddenly it launches. Like, I think Matt compared it to Sandy's, how it does that, and like that is definitely true. So fantastic roller coaster. I love that thing.
Next up is the other Batman coaster, which they had to rename for Gotham City Escape, so now it's called Shadows of Arkham. So this is Arkham Asylum, man. It's honestly not too bad.
This is where they put you when you're crazy. They lock you in this thing and then they just leave you here. And you're like, no.
There, we'll buckle you in. All right, check. All right, no one touch her. All right, let's go ride. When you pass through here, it sets off a trigger. What?
Police!
Look at this. Wow.
What?
I told you, it's like one of the best Batman cues for a Batman the Ride that is now not called Batman.
This is fun.
I don't care that this is called Arkham Asylum and the other one's called Gotham City Escape. They're the same theme. It's just the Joker causing havoc. All right, guys, this is the line we skipped. Wow.
It's actually a really well-kept Batman clone. Really intense, super smooth. Also, they're running 2 trains on it, but they definitely don't need to because there's no line, and they stack like really bad. They stack when there's no line. Like, I don't understand how that's even possible.
It would definitely be better on 1 train right now, which I never say. But
I know, but today, yes, for them it would.
Check out all these facades. What do you guys think of this?
I think it's literally studios, like Universal Studios.
Yeah, basically.
And then you got Velocicoaster right over there.
It's like perfect. And then you got Mickey and Minnie's right over there.
Oh, I know, the Chinese theater, yeah.
Oh.
This is what Universal Studios should be like with like the roller coasters and stuff like that.
Okay, hey, I respect that. And of course the classic water tower up there. Oh, I love a good giant inverted boomerang. And Stunt Fall is awesome. My second favorite roller coaster here in the park. I can confidently say that now that we've done Gotham City Escape.
Hey Matt, what milestone is this gonna be for you?
300.
300 roller coasters.
I'm excited. This thing
awesome.
looks insane. Like, look at that.
Yeah.
Isn't this thing like a hyper?
Basically, it's almost 200 feet.
Oh my. That was a lot of fun.
Crazy, right?
Going up backwards in the back row on the outside and just dangling. It is spooky. That is a fun ride. And it was really smooth. I was expecting it to be like.
It was.
But it was more like. It wasn't bad. And the catches on it, honestly, they weren't terrible. I've been on ones where it's like the catch car's caught, it's like, Doo!
Yeah.
But this wasn't bad at all. I was really fun. I enjoyed it. I was a lot of fun.
Yeah, the seating setup is like really weird though, because you have like the outside seats and then the inside seats.
They look like pews. They're like
from an inside perspective, like you're like touching the rows in front of you, and there's like not a lot of space. So like you're afraid that as you're going through the layout that your like knees and legs are gonna hit the center. It's like really, really strange.
Yeah, the seating setup's strange, but overall and it was like super forceful. Like
it is forceful,
like
yeah.
Like, that pulled some nice.
It's intense.
It's intense.
Lunchtime, and we're eating right at the front of the park at a full like sit-down restaurant. This looks amazing. This is the interior for it. Wow. Look at this food platter. Oh my gosh. And this is just the appetizers.
It's giving America. Everything's fried.
Oh my gosh, look at the size of this burger. This is only half of it. There's the other half. Really glad we're sharing.
That's a fat piece of meat.
Yeah, oh my gosh, and look at the fries and everything. You got chicken, burger. It's big.
Have we mentioned yet that it's like 1,000,000 degrees out? I'm sweating like crazy. Holy crap, Madrid.
The last big steel coaster we need is Superman Atracción de Acero. Is that right?
Yeah, Atracción de Acero.
Hey, I actually did a pretty good job. Anyways, this floorless coaster is awesome. Let's go for a ride.
Front row of Superman. Pretty solid floorless coaster. The location of that thing is amazing. Like the views you get.
Yeah, except like if you're in the park and you want to film it, like you can't.
No, not at all. Like it's very difficult to see from the pathways, which sucks because like there's so many amazing angles of that thing.
Yeah.
It's like literally like in a desert, almost like you look out and you just see like nothing.
Yeah, that's definitely like a high tier floorless coaster. I'm sorry, I can't think right. I'm so hot.
I know, dude.
I feel awful.
The breeze from the coaster felt amazing.
But it's over now. So
I know, yeah. The best part is there's an airtime hill right before it goes into like the double corkscrews, and like you don't get that on a lot of floorless coasters. And that part was just like, so good. Really, really good air there.
Yeah. Oh, they're both doing that same rope. Okay. They're running through.
We just took a ride on the park's SNS shot tower, which was pretty underwhelming.
I disagree because we were literally perfectly in line with the top hat of Gotham, and it went.
That was like the only redeeming
quality. That was the redeeming quality. The views were, wow, fantastic.
Other than that,
yeah, ride experience, bad, really underwhelming. But it's like a glorified frog hopper, but the views of Gotham City Escape, amazing.
We've made it into the Old West, where we have 2 exciting attractions that we got next. Coaster Express and Rio Bravo. So as we're walking to Coaster Express, we're passing this. What are we looking at?
Yeah, so this is a year-round terror passage or house.
Ooh.
And it's an app charge.
Okay.
So, it's going to be about €5. With the pass, it's going to be like 3.
Oh, that's
But
not even that
still,
bad.
It's not too bad, and it's really good. They got effects, they got everything, so it's pretty fun. But
Cool.
yeah, if you want terror, like when you're not on Halloween, you can always come here.
I like that. Yeah, we might have to check that out. Time depending. Here's our entrance. Look at that view.
It looks like such a, like, I don't know, grandiose, nice ride, but I know it's not.
Yeah.
I'm not fooled by appearances in this.
You excited to ride another
No.
RCCA?
No.
Definitely not. Matt, did you ever do an RCCA?
No.
Are you excited?
I
No.
feel like some beast.
Have fun, everyone.
That wasn't terrible. I think my expectations were like so low.
Right, it was like
here's,
down- like down here.
Here's like negative infinity.
Yeah.
Like right here.
So it was like slightly above what
And
you
I also
expected.
couldn't get over the fact that they were prefab trains. I was like,
I
are we
El
ready to
Toro?
turn the boat?
Like,
Or-
yeah.
Yeah, it was, but it wasn't terrible.
It
Not
definitely
fun.
could have been rougher.
It could have been rougher, and there were some parts that you could tell that were retracked. So that part rode really.
The ending
smoothly.
was not anywhere near as smooth as the rest
Yeah,
of it.
right.
The ending
Yeah.
was like,
The retrack is from the start to pretty much up until the last like couple of camelbacks, and that's where it starts to get rough.
It's also worth clarifying that we rode in middle rows. So
Oh yeah,
no
I was like, I'm
wheel
not riding in a
seats.
wheel seat.
Well,
Absolutely
I was
not.
in a wheel seat.
And how was that?
It's not as good, but it's not too bad. I mean, I can stand it because I have a good tolerance for
He's
that.
lying.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Don't do it. I didn't do it. I just know it's bad.
The biggest thing is that this ride just needs to be RMC'd. It's not a super exciting
You know what? I
roller
don't
coaster.
usually agree, but I'm gonna agree. Or I would say RMC. I think that would make a really awesome layout because it's a pretty. I think the length of the coaster is pretty. I like the length. It's pretty awesome. But
Yeah.
the ride is just like. Just like the trains do a nice little shuffle throughout the entire ride.
I liked that more than I thought I would. Like, I thought I was gonna just absolutely hate it. Like, Bandit style. Like, I thought it was gonna be like
It's
that.
not as bad as Bandit.
No, it wasn't rough. There was a couple of rough spots, but it was not a rough roller coaster. Like, I remember Bandit didn't like fit properly. And it was kind of like going like this. This had a couple like spots,
Yeah.
but it wasn't bad. And like, it doesn't really do much.
It's boring. It was
Yeah,
kind of an.
It's like a la Mean Street.
Here we go on Rio Bravo. We're all very excited to ride, as you can tell. But here we are.
Shouldn't have to.
Let's go. Rio Bravo. It's good. It wasn't as good as I remember, to be honest.
I mean, like, there's like scenes where there should be something happening, but you're just like staring at nothing. Like the turntables, like I feel like they should be like, when you have turntables, usually for a reason. That just was to.
There was no ambiance. There wasn't any music, which
Yeah, it
is
was dead
weird.
quiet.
The airtime hill after the backwards drop used to give crazy airtime, and this time there was nothing. Juan, you said they like neutered it pretty much, right?
So it started when they didn't allow you to go to the last rows because of, safety concerns.
Because it was ejector airtime.
They made like the wheel break the boat, so I wouldn't go that fast and get ejector. So
Sad.
it is what it is.
Yeah, that's too bad. So that flume has definitely dropped a bit in my flume rankings that doesn't exist, but it does in my head. There he is. So lame. This guy ran away at the last second and wasn't on the ride. So now Sarah's giving him a big wet hug. You're pathetic. It wasn't even bad. All right, we're doing the spook house. It's like €6 a person.
Oh, look at this. It's Annabelle? Oh, hell no.
Oh, yeah. This should be interesting. It is very creepy. Yo, that was pretty good. I'm impressed.
That makeup, the makeup some of the actors had and the effects, and there was like one really good jump scare that got all of us. That was really well done.
Yeah. I was in front because I always have to lead these things. It was just our private group, so it's very personal. There were a lot of actors in there.
There were a lot.
Yeah.
I just want to point out that Juan held onto my shoulders the entire time, and I have like puddles of sweat
Listen,
on him.
it's actually
That's how
like
scared he was.
It's my third time on this thing, and I still get scared.
Third time?
Like, yeah.
So what do you do after a haunted maze? Of course, go back on Gotham City Escape. So this is the line. It's like not even bad. We waited all the way back there.
You shouldn't have done it first thing.
I
That
know.
was not a good move.
But this is great. This is something I can work with. This is gonna be our last ride of the day. They closed the lines early.
I mean, we're going out of the bank though.
It is, yeah. So this would make 4 rides on Gotham City Escape.
I can't decide. It's like Velocicoaster. There's parts of the ride that I'm like, oh, this is a backward ride. There's parts of the this is a frontward ride.
I know, it's tough to say. Our last ride was a sunset, beautiful experience here on Gotham City Escape, and it was wonderful. I loved it.
Would have loved a night ride, but it doesn't get dark until very late here. Like,
Yeah.
it's really,
9:40 p.m. right now.
And it's bright as day.
Yeah.
So
Sad face, but it's okay.
once again, we did front row, they did back row,
And then you
so-
did front row.
and then we did front. Yeah, we just kept
Everyone
going back
just
and forth.
flip-flops.
I know, but it was like that's how you do it. Like it just works out because the vehicles are so small, and we were like a larger group, and so it just worked out where we were always gonna be on the next train, and so we got first dibs. And also the ride-ups are doing a great job with saying, hey, we need like a single rider. Is there a single rider? Like
They
take
wanna
this row.
fill the
They want every seat filled. So and they're pumping these trains out.
Yeah, I was gonna say like our last dispatch was like fantastic. We
Yeah.
essentially rolled right into the station.
They're
It was really
killing it. So like really impressive. The ride experience is so good. Honestly, that last ride might have been the best one yet. Like
100%.
it
I
just
think so.
it feels like it's going faster. Like we're getting like a better feel for the elements. Like
I still hit my head on the first launch every time.
it's so punchy. It's just
You could argue that first launch kind of feels like Sandy's
yeah,
launch.
yeah, absolutely. And they give you a little countdown. They're like 3, 2, 1.
And I still
Like,
hit my head. I
Yeah.
don't know what the heck's wrong with me.
It's just so thematic. You know what I noticed this ride that I didn't notice before? When you're diving down into like the ending where it's like the spike and everything. Did you see Harley Quinn on the left hand
I
side?
did, yeah, I
Wait,
did.
what?
Yeah, there's a Harley Quinn like statue right there. I'd never noticed that
I
before.
definitely did not see that.
Woo! Beautiful sunset. Hi Harley. And as we're here at the end of the day, the park is now closed. They're clearing everyone out. They're still sending Gotham City Escape trains. They're still got a bit of a line to clear out. But man, this park is beautiful. I definitely underestimated its beauty last time I was here. They got some really stunning architecture around this place. They do have some Parque Warner hoodies, but there's just a lot of Looney Tunes stuff everywhere.
I want a Parque Warner one with Apple too. Sorry, Looney.
I don't think that's gonna happen. And of course, because they have the original Scooby-Doo Dark Ride that you guys now know as Boo Blasters, they have to have a bunch of Scooby-Doo plushies. This is a bit more my speed. Just the logo on a t-shirt.
Oh,
That's all you need.
They've got one of these things.
It
I
doesn't have
love
It
these.
doesn't have Nicolas Cage on it.
I
Not
know.
worth the
My
money.
sister owns that.
I know, it's fantastic.
Yeah, she go like this and Nicolas Cage comes out.
It's the best piece of merch I've ever seen in my life.
All right, guys, that was our day. Like, this was a great park. We had a really awesome time.
I really liked this park. I would say it's like Movie Park Germany, probably this, and then the one in Australia, even though we didn't throw it Superman.
Yeah,
think.
this is a bigger park than the
It
one in
is.
Australia. It
It
definitely
is.
is nicer than Movie Park Germany.
Yes. But it's
Um,
really close.
Yeah,
It's really close.
it's good. It's good quality, really solid attractions. I bet as this with your home park, like you gotta be loving this now. Like this is the place to be.
I'm totally in love with this park, to be honest.
Everything is just like very well landscaped. Architecture is beautiful. Good theming around the different areas.
I think it felt like a pretty, honestly, like a Cedar Fair park. If you were to compare it to a park over in the States, just because everything was well kept. The theming on most of the rides was like pretty well. There was a theme just for that ride, and just overall, even the operations, they were like pretty good.
Operations were pretty good.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
were better
they
than
were-
I
they were
thought
pretty
they were going to be. But overall, it was a beautiful park.
I loved it.
It's big, and there's like something for everybody.
Yeah.
There's stuff that I wish we would have gotten to do. Like, I know Scooby-Doo wasn't open, so that was kind of sad.
That was sad. I was bummed
I
that
would
we
have done
couldn't
the
do Scooby-Doo
Madhouse.
again.
I would have done that. I mean, I don't know.
I really enjoyed the
I honestly
walkthrough.
forgot they had a
I like the
Madhouse.
walkthrough. That one, I like
the
the
shows.
walkthrough.
I would have done the shows. I would have loved to do it if we had time for that. So,
Yeah,
like,
sure.
I would have done a second day here
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
really awesome.
And that
I
is
love it.
including the fact that they already had pretty long hours, like
Yeah.
12
Yeah.
to 10.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Tomorrow they're open till like
Yeah,
midnight.
UK.
That's crazy
Relax.
that they're open till midnight tomorrow.
We were
Dude,
just in the UK where it was like, 4 o'clock,
It's
trying
like
to run
forbidden
home.
past 4 p.m. Like
even parks in the US are never open to midnight in the
No.
summer.
yeah, never.
The Spanish are crazy. I love it. The next big park we're going to is Parque Warner. That's gonna be great.
I cannot wait
Two
to go back there. I
tatis.
can't wait to see what you think of it.
I am excited.
That is your kind of park, straight up.
I cannot wait to ride Goodricks with Taylor for my first time.
No, I don't want to
It's
ride it
happening,
again.
it's happening,
I'm not
it's
riding
happening,
that.
it's happening.
So stay tuned for that one. Juan, great having you here.
You're the
Thanks for
best
joining
tour
us
guide.
today. Yeah.
Thank you.
And translator.
Yeah,
Yes,
that
good
too.
translator, great tour guide.
Superb.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching, and make sure to stay tuned for more here at Coaster Studios. We'll see you next time.